Good morning, everybody. How has been your weekend? And I hope everybody will have an amazing weekend. I too, I enjoy my weekend, and I hope you do the same too. So we thank God that we are here again this morning. Today is Monday, and we will continue to discuss about the obstacle you need to overcome in order to achieve your success. Last Saturday, we have an overview of the topic altogether, the obstacle you need to overcome in achieving your success. So this week, from today till Friday, how we'll be discussing in depth each of those obstacles you need to overcome. I gave you 5 of them. Today, I'll be discussing the number 1 of it, which is the unbelief. So if you are online, you can actually post your question and talk back to me, and let me answer you right on the stage here. Maybe if you watch the video later, you can also put your comment there, and I would love you to also share the video among your friends. Let them also have the benefit of it. Tomorrow also we come about unbelief as number 1 obstacle that you must overcome in order to achieve your success. So what is unbelief? What is unbelief? In a sense, unbelief is a belief on its own, but it is just an opposite of what another belief or what the kind of faith or the belief you need to have. For example, you might see a glass of water half full. To you, you might believe, no, this is half empty. It is not half full. It is the same thing. It is just the way you look at it. You believe if you drink this cup of water, it might help you to satisfy your thirsting. You can as well believe that if you drink this kind of water, this water, it might not satisfy your thirsting. So both are belief. So you believe it will work for you, you believe it will not work for you. So when you believe what popular opinion or the reality is that when you drink a cup of water, it quenches your thirsting, and you decide not to go along with that, so you will say that you have an unbelief concerning drinking of water. If you drink it, it will not work for you. Even though you have never tried it before, you never drink the water before, you never know whether it's going to work out or not. But you just decide to believe that it's not going to work for you. So that is an unbelief in a sense. So unbelief in a sense is a kind of believing. But what matters is not what you believe. What matters is not how you believe it, or the obstacle or the problem you are trying to overcome. What matters is this your faith you have presently concerning this particular issue. Is it empowering? Is it okay for you? Is it helping you to achieve what eventually you want to achieve? If it's not, you better drop it. And that is why we name it as an obstacle. Our belief system is an obstacle in some way to achieve our success in life. Especially, it becomes an obstacle, the belief system becomes an obstacle when the kind of faith we hold concerning a situation or an event or a condition or a life is not empowering us, is not strengthening us, is not motivating us to actually get that thing you want to get. So when the kind of faith or a belief is not empowering you, it's not helping you to get the thing you need to get, it's an unbelief. Drop it. It's not empowering. It's not empowering. So the kind of how you look at a situation, a condition, it can constitute a barrier between you achieving what you want to achieve. A very critical example and a very open example for everybody is this COVID-19 this year. We all wake up this year, January 1st. Nobody ever know, nobody ever think that it's not going to realize its goal. Nobody ever know or ever imagine that all the goals you have set for yourself for 2020, that something will just happen and you can't even come close. You can't even start working on it. Suddenly, each country begin to go into lockdown after lockdown, lockdown after lockdown, closing border after border, international travel, you can't travel for an event. Even within your own country, there's lockdown after lockdown from state to state, from country, from a region to region. You can't even move around. So automatically business shuts down. Everybody has to go inside and wait. Most people endure the painful 3-month lockdown, 4-month lockdown. Some places they are still in lockdown. They come out today, they go back tomorrow. So now it is very easy for you to just discard 2020 and say, nothing good is going to come out of this year. This year is gone already. I'm just hoping to enter next year, things will become better. I will start working on that particular goal. Maybe you want to start a business, and because of what happened this year, just don't want. No. Next year, it is your belief system. This year alone, a lot of you become millionaires that have never. They make a lot of millions of dollars that in their entire life they have never made before. Yes, people get new opportunity. People rediscover value from themselves. People discover new and better way to do business and to do things. People achieve the goals and dreams that was not even on their list for this year. Yes. Whereas some people, they failed in their goals. It's how you look at it. It's just like when rain fall. When rain fall, it falls on everybody. The rain that fell is neutral. But you can take it as a distraction from going out. You can take it as a distraction from opening your business that very day. You can take it as a distraction for not doing a particular thing or not because rainfall. And you can also take it as a blessing. So wow, this rain that fall is going to really help me in my business today because I'm going to go into the rain and do what I need to do. People will come out and it means if I come out and open my business, I will be able to capture the customers that are not able to patronize those people that close their offices or shop. So you can see, it's how you look at it. It is not the event of our life that shape us, but our belief as to what those events means. So when an event happens like the COVID-19, like the condition where we are in now, it is not that event that shape us, that shape our life. Or something happened to you when you are growing up or in your working place, a very tragedy happened to you in your family. It's not the tragedy, it's not the event that happened to you as a childhood or as a family member or in your working place that really shape you. It is how you see it. The same event, if you look at it, happened to other people too, but they see it in a different way. You are working somewhere and they give you a sack letter this year, and then your whole life crumbles, and you say, no way, my life is finished. Then you go into research personally. You forget about things that you need to think with your head. But some people, they take the opportunity to start a new business. In their entire life, they never think of it. But they go inside and they think of your business. Even when they recall them back again, they don't need the work, the job where they are paying them token. Because they have now used the opportunity to start a business. And the business is now growing and they're making a lot of money and they never imagined. And the other guys think his life is finished. He just went to shut down totally. The same office, the same event. So the belief is the same. It has power to create and also power to destroy. And that is why it can be an obstacle, it can also be a blessing. So look inward, look at what you are believing right now. What did you believe about the goals you are pursuing, about the success you are pursuing, about the dream you want to achieve? What did you believe? What did you believe? Is what you believe, is it empowering you? Is it strengthening you? Is it helping you to move faster towards that goal and achieve that goal? Or is it disabling you? Or is it paralyzing you? Or is it helping you to go inward, to go in? So look at that belief and how it's actually helping you. How it's actually helping you. Belief sometimes is based on our past experience or experience of somebody, somewhere that you have taken in as a lesson for ourselves. The past has gone. That thing you believe in the past, if you see that right now critically, it may not even be working again. It may not even be in existence again. I remember in those days, we always believe that we always believe that the patient dog eat the fattest bone. It's a general belief before. Nobody ever really sit down and critically look at it. But recently, everybody is coming out and say, no, eat the patient dog, eat the fastest bone. So, who now eats the meat? It must be the fastest, the eager, the most motivated dog that kind of comes and eat the meat and let the bone for the patient one. Okay? So if you always believe that, no, if I just stay cool, my time will come. Yeah, it will come. It might take 20 years. It might take forever. It might be on your deathbed. And it might never come. But when you have something to achieve, go out after that particular thing that you want to achieve. Patient dog eat the fattest bone. It is true, but it only eats bones left behind by other dogs who are eager, who are ready to work, and have eaten all the meats and all the choice bone and the meat, and left the others down that they don't even want anymore. Don't be like that. If you want to create a long-time and consistent change in your behavior, in your future, in your success, you must change the belief that are holding you back. So I'm saying this because I really want you to sit down this morning and trace within you right now the kind of belief system that is holding you back, serving as an obstacle to achieve that particular thing you want to achieve, to start the business you are eager to start, you wanted to start, but you believe this year is gone. I can't do anything about my dream. I can't really achieve anything about my business. I can't do it. I'm waiting for next year. We still have September, October, November, December. 4 months is still wet. A lot of things can be achieved in 4 months, even in 30 days. Destiny can be changed, can be turned around. So if you are listening to people that say the year is gone, this year is gone, this year is gone, it's not going anywhere, it's still here. It's a kind of a belief system that this year is gone, nobody is making it, everybody is affected, everybody is shut down, everybody is locked down. If you believe that, it becomes your reality. But if you also believe in another way, no, I can still achieve something this year. It's just for you to redirect your dream, redirect your strategy, recreate a new strategy for yourself, and move on. Belief has the power to create and power to destroy. So you need to know this. So what do you need to do right now to change your belief? How can you change your belief system? If your belief is serving as an obstacle for you to actually achieve your goal and dream and be motivated, because what unbelief always does is to demotivate you. When you begin to take in some belief system, some belief that is not empowering you to move forward towards what you want to achieve, towards your goal, towards your dream, that belief you are taking in become an unbelief in moving forward. And what it does is to disempower you, disarm you. You become demotivated. You are not motivated to actually move forward in that goal or in that dream. You become an obstacle. So it demoralizes you. You lose morale, you lose motivation, and it may be very devastating. Because by the time you decide to get up again and pursue that thing, it may take a lot of energy for you to recover from it. So right now that you are getting aware that your unbelief or your belief in a certain way can be a kind of obstacle for you to achieve your dream, to achieve your goals in life. And if already it's already the kind of belief that you have right now, if already is standing on your way to become who you want to be, to start the new business, to start the new family, to get married, to move forward in life, to get a new job, or to become a particular thing, to go back to school, if that is what you want, to study a new course, but because you believe there is no money, nobody is supporting me, everybody hates me, I don't have the power to do it, I can't do it. If whatever you believe, if you believe you can and you believe you cannot, you are right. I don't have the skill, I don't have the knowledge, I don't have the wisdom, and you so much believe in so many things. The economy is bad, the country is in lockdown, the country borders are closed, and you just think you can't do it, you can't move forward, or you don't need to move forward. I don't have anybody helping me, I'm alone, and your mind is just clouded with a lot of things. You just believe that this kind of belief is not empowering you. You need to change it. Now, how do you change it? How do you change it? Let me just give you 3 to 4 ways you can begin to change your unbelief that it is empowering you, demotivating you. As far as that belief, which is unbelief, is not helping you to achieve that your goal, it is an unbelief, it's disempowering, it's an obstacle. It's an obstacle. It becomes an obstacle if the belief and the faith faith system or belief system is not helping you to get what will give you the happiness that you desire in life. Become an obstacle. You have to remove it. You must remove it. That is why you become an obstacle. Okay? No matter what you believe right now, if it's not giving you the happiness, I'm repeating it, it's not giving you the life of your dream. It's not making you the kind of person you want to become. It's not making you to become who you want to become. It's not strengthening you to say, yes, I become a fulfilled person. It's an obstacle. So number 1, visualize what your limiting belief is causing you right now. Close your eyes and visualize it. This kind of belief I have about not going into my own personal business and start. I've always wanted to start a business. Always. But at the same time, I believe the business is not conducive in this country. Or I believe that it's not the right time. Or I believe that I don't have the right money to start. Or I believe I don't have the right connection or the right skill. It has always been your belief. It's an obstacle. So think about it. What is it causing you right now? In the past, what has it caused you? It has caused you to remain in that job for the past 10 years right now, when your colleagues have even moved on and started their own business and they're not living big, living the dream of their life. But you are still doing the same business 10 years after, 15 years after, and you are not happy with it. So it's costing you a lot. So think about what is costing you. Think about what is costing you right now at the moment. You have already think about what is costing you in the past and think about what is costing you right now at the moment. And what eventually it will still cost you in future. So for example, starting a business is what you have been struggling with because kind of a belief system you have around business. Business people are dubious, people are this and that, and so many other beliefs like that. So what will it cost you in future? It will cause you to lose a legacy behind. You won't be able to leave any legacy behind for your children. You will work until you die and then you are forgotten. It will cause not you to raise your kids the way you want to raise them because you have limited amount of money. It will cause not to achieve your dream because you have limited amount of money to actually travel around, do things you want, build the kind of house you want, drive the kind of car you want. It will cause you to be among the league of people who are champion. It will cause you not to be able to meet new friends, new challenges, have stories that moves. Because when you face challenges, when you move forward, when you face the mountain, you'll be able to have a story that when you sit down and telling people, it moves them. Yeah. So you want to have story and so many things. So just think about your dream, the thing you want to achieve, and you are being held back by a kind of a limiting belief. Think about how it's going to cost you in the future. And right now, that is the first number one way to change it. You visualize it. You agree that it's costing you a lot. Number two, once you are in agreement now that yes, this belief is not helping me. It has cost me in the past, it's costing me now, and it's still going to keep costing me in future. So you have come to a conclusion on how it's costing you. That is the right place to start. Visualization on how it's costing you is the right place to start. Then once you get to that point, number two, feel the pleasure of what you can gain from adopting a new belief. Okay, if you now deliberately change your belief system, let's say for example it's about starting business, and deliberately you change, okay, this year is my best year despite the fact that it's a COVID-19. So you deliberately change what you believe around this year, that it's a devastating year, it's gone away year, it's a year that nothing can be done. So you deliberately change it as, no, it's my best year. There's a best opportunity for me. In fact, right now that I'm not going to work and my employer is not calling me back right now, there's a condition placed of my job, this is the best time for me to start. We deliberately change it that way. What pleasure do you feel from that? Yeah. Though you don't have any money to start right now, but you feel that I can just start anyhow. I only little right now. People will understand. You just change your mindset and you believe it that way. People that are scared, or they will understand. You just believe that there's a right opportunity. Now that nobody is going out, nobody is doing any business, so and the business are even shutting down. If I start my whole business right now this year, it's an opportunity for me to win those customers that have gone from other people who have closed their offices and shop and their business. So if I start my own in the midst of a pandemic, put a little strategy around it, it's an opportunity for me to win those masses back to me, self alone. So if deliberately you change your belief system, what pleasure will it give you if you achieve those dreams? Visualize it again. Weigh the difference between the pleasure right now that you will get and the thing that it has been causing you before. Which one do you prefer? Pleasures or pain? Of course, you want to go for pleasure. So number three, once you have already visualized what is causing you past, present, and future, and the pleasure that it can give you now and in the future, and you have choose to go for the pleasure, the advantage of changing the belief system, if you change it right now to another one, if it's possible, the possibility comes. So this is what I'm going to get. Number three is for you to create a genuine doubt in yourself. Yes. Your believing system right now that is serving as an obstacle for you, you are holding it because you believe in it entirely. You believe it without questioning it. But begin to question it right now. Deliberately question, why do I even believe this? Why do I believe that rainfall is bad? People walk around in rain. Why do I believe starting business right now is not good? People are starting business. Why do I believe becoming a millionaire is bad? People are becoming a millionaire and they are doing well, they are doing good with their words. Begin to question that belief you are having, what it is. Question it. Find out the root. Yes, maybe you always believe that eating banana is bad. We don't eat banana, it's bad. It's not good. Okay, find out where do you learn that from. From your mother, call your mother and ask. Why? If she doesn't give you the answer, let her call the person that she learned it from. What I'm saying in a sense, is in an example, is that whatever you are holding right now as a belief system and is serving as an obstacle for you from moving forward, it's possible you learn it from somewhere, you pick it from somewhere, you observe it from somewhere, and then it becomes part of you over time because you see people talking that way, believing that way, walking that way, so you take it as your system. Maybe you have listened to a lot of news that people are dying from COVID-19, people are dying, if you go out, people die, business cannot be start up now, business is shut up, it's in next year. I would like you to question this by going out of your house. Do you see some shops opening? Do you see some business opening? Do you see some people driving in the streets and taking precaution? Yeah, they are driving in the street taking precaution by using their nose mask. So why can't you do the same thing? Before you don't go out, you don't know that people business are moving. Are people making money? Question it. So question that belief that you have right now. Once you have done this three things by visualizing it and see what it costs you, by feeling the pleasure that you might gain from it if you go into it, and by questioning it and create doubts, by creating doubt, deliberately doubt. Number 4 is for you to question it, then you question it, then you should take a leap of faith by creating, that is number 5 right now, a new picture for yourself, a new belief for yourself. Nothing have meaning on its own except the meaning you give to it. Look at it. This is a sanitizer and sanitizer for COVID-19. In fact, if you come to my office, you have to use it and sanitize yourself. Okay, you rub it around and sanitize yourself. So that's our belief system, general belief system. Everybody needs to sanitize, to clean your hand or something. Okay, now I might decide to change this tomorrow. It's because I believe it, that is how I'm using it. If it's not helping me again, I can decide and change and say, oh, I don't like this brand. This brand doesn't work for me. So I want a new picture. I can start to create a new picture around this and say, of course, it will not work for me unless I wash my hands. After washing my hand, then I should use it. I can decide. And I can decide if I used to wash my hand before I use it, I can say it's of no use. I can decide to use it directly without washing my hand, and it will still kill the germs. It will still kill the germs and the viruses in my hand. No need of washing, no need of water or something. So what I'm saying in an example, in a nutshell, is this: create a new picture of belief for yourself that will enhance you achieving that goal. You believe this particular product I'm selling is not selling, customers are not patronizing it. But right now, you can also change that belief system, because if you find out very, very well, that product that you say is not selling, there are people who are selling it every single day, and making a lot of money in tens and hundreds of thousands. But because you believe this environment is not good for this business, people are not patronizing it, so it's becoming your reality because that's what you believe is an obstacle for you. So you can deliberately change it and say, no, this product is moving, people are buying it. If I go out there and I show them this product and the benefit of this product, they will buy it. The reason why they are not buying it from me before is because I've never talked to them about it. They never know the benefit of it, or they did not even know that I'm selling this particular product. So create a picture, a new picture for yourself, where people come to your office or come to you and buy that particular product, because you go out there to show them that you have the product and that you are selling this product, or you go online or you upload it to the right set of people. So change your belief system that the product is not working. Nothing is wrong with the products. There's no product that cannot be sold, because the product that you are saying in your business, maybe you are selling a particular product that you said is not being sold right now, it's not selling. People are selling it. It's there. When you withdraw from that business and shut down your business, it will continue. The manufacturer will continue to manufacture the product, and people who believe in the product will continue to sell it to people who believe in the product and use it. Okay, so it is not the product, it's not the company, it's not the manufacturer, it's not anything. It's not the benefit that the products offer that is not much, that it is, but actually it is you believing in it. It is you believing in it that it can be sold, you can sell it, you can give it out, and people are going to get accept it from you. So create a picture, a new picture within yourself on how people begin to believe now, begin to accept it right now, begin to take the products in, begin to buy from you because you are showing them the benefit. Close your eyes, look at the old picture whereby people are not buying because you don't show them, because you don't tell them, and you already believe the product is worthless. Look at the picture, look at it very well, then clean the tablet, clean the table, clean the pot, wipe it off. Draw a new picture again, whereby in the same place, in the same office, people are now coming in, buying the same product from me. What changed? It's still you, it's still the same place, the same office, the same product, but right now people are not coming before. That is the picture you have, and you have wiped it clean from the pot. Now you are installing a new picture, drawing a new picture, whereby people are coming in for the same products, and hold that image in your heart. If you can hold it long enough, it's going to become your reality. How will it start? It will start motivating you. It will start motivating you. It will help you to change the way you talk, the language you use when you talk to people about your business. Because right now you believe people are buying it, and people will buy it. You change your language, you change the way you think, you change the way you feel. And when your feeling and emotion is locked together with this picture, it becomes reality. And it changed your preparation, your office set changed because you are expecting customer now. So the way you put the office in place and arrange it differs. You get new incentive for the customer, you go online, you make call because people must buy, they need to come around and buy. So you make call in a different way. You're talking to your client online, you call them, you talk to them in a different manner because you're talking from the power of belief right now. That I'm talking to you, I want you to get it, and I know you will get it. Can you see? Nothing changed. What changed is your belief system. You are seeing a new picture. Can you see this now? For the same sanitizer, if I show you this, you believe that is all. But I can also show you the other one, no label, but it is the same sanitizer. So when you see in your mind, you might think it's different product I'm showing you. It's still the same product, but I'm showing you in a different way. I can show you this and prove to you it's working. I can also decide and show you and say this is just ordinary liquid, but it's not working. So what changed is how I look at it. You can look at it as half full or half empty. You can look at a glass of water as half full or half empty. So this is what I have for you this morning. Replace your unbelief that is serving as an obstacle for you. Replace it with another picture of belief that is going to empower and motivate you. So this morning, I hope I'll be able to do justice today. Tomorrow, 11 a.m., the same channel, on the same page, we will talk about number 2 things, second things that also serve as an obstacle for us in achieving our goal. Thank you for watching me this morning, talking to you. Hope this benefits you. Hope you benefit your friend. Please share the video. You can also watch it on our YouTube. You can also join our channel, WhatsApp channel, Telegram channel to receive more of this. Thank you and see you tomorrow. Bye.